Welcome back. My name is Makayla Richardson, and I will be your student forecaster for this final live Wednesday broadcast of the semester. Now, outside right now, we do have that temperature of 64 degrees, pretty warm as we're going into the rest of the week, with clear skies, that barometric pressure reading at about 30.8 inches, and that relative humidity at about 15%. Now, we do have those southwest winds at about 21 miles per hour, so you can definitely tell why I had my hair up most of today. Speaking of winds, you can see in our current satellite, most of the cloud coverage is in this southeastern area. But in the northwestern region, we do have a little bit of cloud coverage, but as the week goes on, we're going to see a lot more in this Flagstaff area. You can kind of see a hint of that in California with this cloud coverage. It's going to be making its way into our state with a little bit of precipitation, like I mentioned earlier, but really nothing to worry about for the rest of the week. Now, our temperatures today, we did have that high of 66 degrees, a little bit warmer than we have right now, a low of 33 degrees, a little bit above those averages of 61 as our high and our low of 30 degrees. Our records were set in 1941 with that high of 77 degrees, and man, I wish I was there right now. And that record low of 10 degrees, about 20 degrees lower than that average we have, set in 1900. Now, precipitation yesterday, we didn't have anything, but since January 1st, we have hit about 9 inches, way above that average of 6.82 inches. Now, that sunrise was at 5:43 a.m., and man, I really need to invest in some blackout curtains because that has been waking me up for the past couple days. I don't know about you guys, but definitely where I'm going next. Sunset, we do have that at 7:07 p.m., and if you guys are looking for anything to do after this broadcast, go find a place to picnic and watch that sunset come up tonight. We do have high temperatures across the high country today, pretty warm. Kingman, you had that high of 79, Sedona the same. Phoenix, you had that high of 91 degrees, and Page had that high of 86. Now, as you can see here, Flagstaff did have the lowest temperature for today, but going into the rest of the week, the rest of the cities around us are going to be catching up with us. Looking at Flagstaff tonight, we do have that forecast low of 33 degrees, like I mentioned earlier, but we do have a 20% chance of rain tonight with mostly clear skies. But that cloud coverage is coming in tonight, so that's not really going to leave us until Sunday afternoon. Now, sunset, we do have that at 7:07, like I mentioned earlier. Tomorrow, we do have that forecast high of 54 degrees, and like I mentioned tonight, we do have that same 20% chance of showers. Be prepared for that because that's really not going away until Sunday afternoon. Like I said earlier. Now, that sunset tomorrow is going to be at 5:42 a.m., a little bit earlier than today, and that sunset's going to be later at 7:08 p.m. Summer's on its way, folks, and I really can't wait. Forecast temperatures for tomorrow, we do have that high of 65 in Sedona with that low of 45. Phoenix, you're dropping down about 10 degrees with that high of 82 and that low of 60. And that low of 60 is going to equal that high in Payson of about 63 degrees with that low of 41. So as I mentioned earlier, you can see we're really catching, or all of the other cities are catching up to Flagstaff with those cold temperatures. Bringing it back to Flagstaff one last time for the semester, we do have that high of 54 degrees on Thursday with that low of 33, like I mentioned earlier. With that 20% chance Friday, we do have that same 20% chance. A little bit warmer though with that high of 56 degrees and that same low of 33. Saturday, we're going to bump it up to a 50% chance of precipitation, so look out for that. But really no inches of snow or rain we're going to see. It's just going to be light showers, so could be really nice. And we do have that high of 52 and that low of 30. Sunday and Monday, we're going to see a little bit more sun with that high of 62 and a low of 34 on Sunday. And Monday, we're bumping it all the way up to 68 degrees. Pretty warm start to our work week with that low of 39. Now, that's all I have for you guys today. Stay tuned after the break for your sports recap with Tyler Murphy.